This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's got it up there to the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and the quarterback's typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a handoff looking right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Riding the wave and they turning on shore. What you used to be a rich when your insides born. This what you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a bug. You still feel paralyzed.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to have a Rams first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Rams hit 10-4 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, finished the ball at 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
44 yards.
A big play there for L.A.
First down.
44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Still a couple of yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Corum. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll try again. And this time they'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Being on some shit. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe you on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. Bring it back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dobbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Big arrow now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here can really muddy the waters.
And both these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 45-yard punt and 4 there on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Then a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. With just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Set to kick off.
17-3 the score as we resume sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, watch the back on this play. Watch the back on this play.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll take it across midfield and down at 48-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And Yarrow now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns of 21 points.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And out a middle across the 25 to the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run once more with Corum. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
To the right side, this is Corum. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 19.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Taken in here by McClure. Only able to gain a couple here. And it'll be second down.
2 yards.
This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Throwing here, Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's probably safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continue to build the energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six.
Rams 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And they're on the 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good at the scoreboard, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, gives us positive momentum and reps to focus on when we get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. So for our entire
I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freeze.